This is Cameron with Preferred Exteriors here at Mr. Lydell Stroud's residence on April 13th, 2026, here at 463 Camden Woods Drive in Dallas, Georgia. USA has acknowledged a replacement of about 2,000 square feet, give or take, on this roof. Not sure exactly which facets or which slopes. I've not gotten a call back yet from the adjuster, but the purpose of this video today was to point out all of the wind damage and which directionally facing slope that damage existed on, and then also to discuss how the roof ties in together, albeit the ridges and the hips, and what is being replaced, what has damage, and what, versus where the scope needs to be versus where it currently is at. So it's going to kind of help explain, this video is going to help explain where we are coming from and why we believe, in short, that a full roof replacement is absolutely necessary for Mr. Lydell Stroud. So I'm going to start by kind of showing which directionally facing slopes we have damaged. So we've got a few wind damage here to the right facing slope. We do have a front facing slope, wind damage here, front facing slope, wind damage here. Going over onto this side, this is the far right. We do have another damaged shingle right here. And then on this far left side, we do have down this way another wind damage shingle right here, which is the left slope. So that covers the left, the right, the front. The only slope that we have not yet noticed any direct wind damage to is the back slope. But the reason that we believe a full roof replacement is necessary is kind of twofold. So code does require that we do have full integration between the surface or between the roofing underlayment. So what that means is that we cannot simply run the underlayment up to a hip or up to a ridge and cut the felt, and that be it. It does have to be a full integrated system by the ridges and by the hips. So we do have to overlap on the hips, overlap on the ridges to properly integrate the roof. And that is a code requirement and is also a manufacturer specification and requirement as well, that it does have to be a fully integrated system and that everything does have to integrate and overlap to make sure there's a watertight seal. So what I've done here is I've noted on some of these ridges and hips how these slopes tie in together. So we do have a front facing slope here, some damage right here, then have a hip right here that connects the front facing slope and the left facing slope. Going on over here to the left facing slope onto the back, we have another hip right here, runs all the way down. This is the back facing slope and that is the left facing slope, and again damage over here on the left facing. So we do have to, not only on this side, tear back into the back slope, and by having to fully integrate the underlayment between the hips and the ridges per code and manufacturer specs, that is going to disturb adjacent slopes. It's going to disturb the back facing slope. We have another hip right here, again running all the way down. This is the right facing slope, this is the back slope. So by having to adhere to code and to manufacturer specifications that have a fully integrated underlaying system that is going to be watertight, we do have to disturb the back facing slope, not only on that side of the roof, but on this side all the way down. So with there being wind damage on the front, right, and left facing slope, that really only leaves the back that it seems USA is not paying for right now. But because of code requirement and manufacturer specifications, we do have to go all the way down these hips and these ridges, remove all these shingles, which is also why you paid for all this ridge vent, but is all that work that you were paying us and requiring us to do is going to disturb the back slope in a tremendous way, that the only viable solution and the only way to adhere to code and to manufacturer specs requirements is to fully replace the roof. And again, here just lastly, at the front and the back, the ridge right here. But these hips, hip over here, another hip right here, with damage tying in to all the other 3 slopes. We got damage on 3 out of the 4 slopes. A full roof replacement is the only viable option here.